Hey guys, Renata Sandor here from MeetAdvisors.com, and I'm joined with Andrew Follett, founder of Demo Duck. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
You're very welcome.
So I kind of wanted to start off this video segment asking you, who are you, what do you do, what company have you built, and what do they do?
Sure. Well, as you said, I'm Andrew Follett. I have a company called Demo Duck here in Chicago, and we do explainer videos. So you've probably been to a website where you've seen a little video on their homepage, and it's usually 60 or 90 seconds explaining what that company does or maybe how their product or service works. So for the past 3.5 years, we've been creating probably over 300 of these things of just very concise videos that help explain the company.
Do you have a specific clientele, or what type of companies do you work with most?
Yeah, so when we started, it was primarily tech startups. So everybody released an app or some kind of mobile app. They wanted a way to explain what it was to people, since occasionally they're complex or they may not be intuitive right off the bat. So they wanted a video that would help explain to their potential customers what it was all about. So that's kind of where it started, and I think that's kind of where explainer video kind of started to grow and take off. And I think we've noticed over the past couple of years it's now becoming a little more mainstream. So as that shift has taken place, I mean, obviously any type of business can use it. We've created videos now for Lowe's explaining how to buy a refrigerator. So there's all different applications for an explanation video.
Yeah.
So as we've grown, we've started to work with larger clients, and we work with Blue Cross to explain ACA, the whole healthcare reform issue, Lowe's and their refrigerators, Netflix and some of their features, as well as continuing to work with a lot of tech companies. So it's a pretty wide spectrum of clients.
And do you guys shoot the videos in-house, or do you go to the company, or do they shoot the video, kind of give it to you, and you edit? So how does that process kind of work?
Sure. So when I started, it was just me, and I would do what's called a screencast video.
Okay.
These are very basic, like I'm sure you've seen them, but more tutorial-based, where we explain how to use the website, how do you log in, how do you create an account. So we're kind of showing the screen where to click.
Mm-hmm.
That was the very first iteration, and I quickly met a guy in Rockford who did animation, and so we were like, oh, let's give a shot to an animated video. So we created this animated video for a client called G-Rex out in Atlanta, and that was kind of our first explainer video, and I don't think I even knew the term explainer video at that point. So this is kind of first shot at it, and after we did that, everybody wanted this animated explainer style video. A few years later, we did live action, so now we kind of offer all three of those things.
Okay.
So there's 3 different formats you could say we offer right now between the screencasting, the live action, and the animation. Animation is still kind of the most popular. But in all cases, we're doing the full production. So we'll meet with the client, figure out who they are, what their product or service is, figure out how to tell that story, and then figure out kind of how to best show that off, whether it's through animation or live action. There's, depending on what you're doing and who you're trying to reach, there's good ways and bad ways to present that.
So what is your most popular?
Animation.
Animation.
Still, I think part of that is just trends. I think people are interested in animation because it's out there and it's fun. People like it, enjoy watching it. It's engaging. It's also a lot better for conceptual things. So if you want to explain something like cloud services, which seems like half the companies that contact us have some kind of cloud app, then animation tends to lend itself well to explaining conceptual ideas. Whereas live action, you're kind of rooted in the physical reality, so you have to kind of use everyday things.
And so, growing your business, what have been some of the hardships that you have seen, some of the challenges that you have had?
Yeah, there's plenty of challenges. I would say lately the challenges have been hiring. I feel like finding good people is difficult, and it's not necessarily finding good people. I think there's a lot of great people out there. It's finding the right fit for the company and finding, especially when you're a small team, there's only 5 of us. Every person you add is a huge component of what your company becomes and how the culture evolves. So every decision you make when it comes to a new hire is extremely important. So for me, it's been a huge learning experience. I think I wish I had kind of the answer on how to make a successful hire, but for me, that's been a big challenge, at least as of late.
And so kind of going off of the challenges, of course, you have seen some success and accomplishments. What do you feel is your greatest accomplishment or one of the accomplishments that you have had?
So there's a lot of competition out there in our area right now. When I started, not so much, but since, the past couple of years now we've seen, I used to keep a little bookmark list of all our competition, and now I've just given up because there's, hundreds of different companies doing similar things. So it's hard to, how do you separate yourself from that when you're producing videos? So we've always tried to have a very specific focus on quality. So how can we take this company that maybe they're seemingly boring or it's an uninteresting industry, and how can we make it really interesting? How can we tell a story, and how can we produce the highest quality video out of that? And through that, I think we've been able to be successful in keeping our quality high, and that's in turn attracted big name clients like the Lowe's that I mentioned, or a Netflix, or a Blue Cross, where all these people are coming to us. We have literally done no outbound marketing. It's just been kind of organic, word of mouth, and I think that's a testament to keeping that focus on the quality and being able to really make that shine through in the video, and then attract those type of clients.
So I would like to ask you, what is that one piece of advice that you would give to our community at meetadvisors.com?
Sure. I think, with any business, if you're an entrepreneur, you're starting a business, there's plenty of distractions. So it's easy to get pulled in different directions. There's day-to-day tasks. There's little fires that always need to be put out. There's, just constant things that are competing for your attention. So I think being able to be focused and really kind of figure out the things that truly matter for the business and are truly going to make an impact, whether that's kind of on the success of the company or pushing that vision forward for the future. I think it's important to identify those things early on, be able to hone in on them, and really to be able to dedicate your time towards those things that really do make a difference. Type of clients.
Great. And where can people find you? Find out more about you?
Demoduck.com, that's our website, so you can see all of our videos there. We also have a YouTube channel, so that would be probably the best place to start.
Guys, check out demoduck.com. Check out meetadvisors.com for more videos and blogs. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.